Greetings, friends. I'm Marc David, founder of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. Thanks for your time. Here's a question so many people these days are focused on. What is the perfect nutritional approach? Or, stated in another way, what's the absolute best way for me to eat? Now, it makes sense that we'd want to find the one true way to eat, the best kind of diet that science could offer. People want to find the perfect nutritional approach so they can live long, escape disease, have energy, feel vibrant, look good, and enjoy their ideal body and weight. And because there's so many people looking for the one true way to eat, there are lots of experts out there promoting their version of an ideal diet. I bet you've noticed that there are an endless number of books, each written by an MD, a PhD, or a passionate expert, and a majority of those nutritional approaches all say something different, and they generally contradict each other. Now, to make it even more confusing, they all cite the latest scientific proof of why their approach is best. Indeed, my friends, for every PhD, there's an equal and opposite PhD. Meaning for every scientific study saying meat is bad, there's a study showing you why it's good. Same for wine, same for salt, same for a vegetarian diet, a vegan diet, a paleo diet, a keto diet, a raw food diet, the list goes on. And no wonder people are confused. So, allow me to spend a few minutes with you. I'm going to clear up all the infighting in the field of nutrition in a few minutes and in a very simple way. We're going to take a big picture look at things and rise above all the nutritional confusion. First, let's get right to the question, is there a perfect diet? Here's the answer. Yes and no. Meaning this. No, there is not one single nutritional approach that works for all people all the time. Quite the contrary, there's a spectrum of nutrition, a vast array of diets that can work for the human body depending on various factors such as genetics, blood type, the climate zone you're in, the season, your sex, your age, your level of health, the many hundreds of epigenetic factors in your life, your personal preferences, your level of physical activity, so much more. You mix all these up together, and here's the yes part of the question of is there a perfect diet? And we can arrive at the right diet for any given person at any time. My friends, we are all spiritually and biochemically unique. That's just how it works. So yes, as biological beings, we all share commonalities when it comes to our nutritional needs, but we diverge when it comes to all the factors I just mentioned that makes each one of us just a unique creature. So there are as many accurate, useful, and perfect nutritional approaches, really, as there are people on the planet. Think of it this way. The science of nutrition is very young. It is still growing. It's essentially in its teenage phase. There's lots of disagreement in the field. There's no committee of old wise men with long white beards all nodding their heads in approval about the one true perfect diet. If anything, the science of nutrition actually is more like the Wild West right now. A great deal of the scientific research in nutrition is actually industry paid for and driven, i.e. science for hire. On top of that, scientists are human beings. They disagree with one another. They have strong opinions. It isn't difficult to use the scientific research method to prove what you believe to be true. Welcome to planet Earth. That's just where we're at right now. As a consumer of nutritional information, you simply need to relax and get comfortable with the fact that the field can be widely chaotic and dispersed. What often happens is that many well-meaning experts will read their own body and translate those results onto yours, meaning they might have a disease or 100 extra pounds or multiple health conditions, and they go on a diet. Now, that might be a vegan diet, a paleo diet, vegetarian diet, raw food diet, whatever. They heal themselves on that diet. They have amazing breakthroughs, but then they make the false assumption that if this dietary approach was miraculous for them, then it will surely be the same for everyone else. So they read their own body and translate those results onto yours. So they write a book, they promote their system, they show you the scientific proof, and all the while, that diet may be good for you or not. You know, people want to make nutrition a one-size-fits-all approach, and it isn't. Life isn't one size fits all. Heck, even clothing isn't one size fits all. A clothing company tells you something is one size fits all because they don't want to make all the other sizes. It's too much work. My friends, we all need to get comfortable with the idea that no one is going to deliver to you the perfect diet. People long for the discovery of the perfect diet because they think, well, once I find it, I can finally relax. No more uncertainty, no more work to do, no more experimenting, no more worries. We could just eat a prescribed diet that some expert lays out for us, and we can ride off into the sunset of perfect health and perfect weight and eternal life. And things don't work that way. The perfect diet for me and you in many ways is based on change. And what I mean by that is, on your nutritional journey, think of it, your first stop was what? Mama's womb. And there, the perfect diet was liquid food coming through mother's bloodstream directly into your gut by the umbilical cord. Next stop on your nutritional journey was popping out of mama's womb and being nourished by mother's milk or the bottle. That was your new perfect diet. Months or years after that, the perfect diet for you was simple, mushy food. Your diet gradually got more complex. That was perfect for your growth and development. Just think of how many different diets and nutritional approaches you have tried or experimented with in your life. Chances are those were perfect either for the health and growth of your body at that time or for your own personal growth. We need to learn how to explore, to listen to the body, trial and error. Can you see the process of change at work throughout your life? My friends, animals feed and humans eat, meaning most animals instinctively know what their food is. You're not going to see a bunch of cows standing around a field all confused about, whether they should be vegan or paleo or try intermittent fasting. We humans are unique in this way. Plotinus said that humankind is poised halfway between the gods and the beasts, meaning we're not quite animals, nor are we quite the angels. Humans need to learn what to eat. We need to navigate a constantly changing world, an ever-evolving life, and an ever-changing landscape of nutritional needs, and it's all okay. Once you know this and embrace this, you actually can feel more empowered. I'd love to see you let go of trying to find the one true perfect way to eat and allow yourself to be on a nutritional journey. Journey implies discovery. It implies adventure. It implies expansion, trials and errors, ups and downs, insights, challenges, breakthroughs, more. All the great stories throughout human history are about the human journey. Your nutritional journey is no different. It has unknowns and uncertainties, and it asks us to step into life, to take in our world, to try different approaches that you might be drawn to. Read books, see what works, see what doesn't, and find your answers that way. At its purest, the true scientific mind is inquisitive, it's curious, it's adventurous. So be a scientist or an explorer of your own body. Enjoy this special part of your journey. Here's the thing, my friends, the ultimate result of any nutritional approach, no matter how amazing it is this: death. Okay? We're all going to die someday, no matter how good you eat or how bad you eat. Every nutritional approach is essentially fatal. State this in another way. You're born, you eat, you die. So really, it's all about who we wish to be as eaters. Meaning, how do you want to be in relationship with food and in relationship with your body? That's what counts. Think of it this way. Some people say, hey, I'm going to die anyway, so I might as well eat whatever I want. I just want to get all the pleasure I want. And honestly, to this, I'd say, fine. I respect that because it's a conscious, deliberate choice. At the other end of the spectrum, I see people who are so afraid of getting sick and dying that they follow the most intense kind of diet, controlling everything they eat. And they're often living and eating in a lot of fear and anxiety, even though they believe they're eating healthy. That's another kind of choice. Most of us are in the middle somewhere. We want food to give us health. We want it to give us pleasure, joy, energy, long life, and a happy body. My point is, this is all a choice. We're on a nutritional journey, whether we like it or not. If you're a human being alive on planet Earth, then you are an eater. And you need to learn how to best make that work for you. So can you enjoy that part of your journey? Can you make it interesting for yourself? And can you find some inspiration along the way? I'll give you a hint that's been helpful for me. Whatever you want from food, make sure you bring that to the table and to your life. Meaning, if you want food to give you energy, then put energy into your relationship with food. If you want food to give you pleasure, then eat it with pleasure and live life with pleasure. If you want food to make you healthy, then have a healthy approach to food and to the people in your world. If you want food to make you happy, then bring happiness to the table. What goes around comes around, my friends. I hope this was helpful for you.
Hey friends, we're so happy that you've joined us for another episode of The Psychology of Eating with Marc David. Are you loving these episodes? Then simply subscribe and you'll never miss an episode again. We'd also love it if you'd leave us a comment below so we can hear more about your own journey with food and body. And if you're curious about what we offer at the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, including our internationally acclaimed coach certification training that's rooted in dynamic eating psychology and mind-body nutrition, please head on over to our website, psychologyofeating.com. Until next time, take care. And remember, having the body you want starts with loving the body you have.